Welcome to Mishna study, Masechet Terumot, Peregav Mishna Bet. Over here in this Mishna, we're going to speak about the daughter of a Kohen who married a Yisrael. Right? So remember, we spoke about in last Perek the daughter of Yisrael, right? That ate Terumah and then married a Kohen. Over here now, it's the daughter of a Kohen who now married Yisrael. Now she's no longer allowed to eat Terumah. So Bat Kohen sheniset Yisrael. Ve'achar kach achla Terumah. Afterwards, once she was married to Yisrael, she ate Terumah. Right, similar to last Mishnah, she only pays the principal, but she does not pay the homesh. She doesn't pay the extra fifth. Why? So we learn this from the pasuk. The pasuk says, "Ubat ish kohen ki teheliznot etavia mechalet ba'esh tisaref." Right? No, that's not the right pasuk. Ubat kohen ki tiyeh leish zar, hi bitrumat kodashim lo tochel. Right, so if a bat kohen marries an ish zar, right, so a foreigner, meaning someone who's not a kohen. So the pasuk continues, "He be trumat kodashim lo tochel." She can no longer eat the truma of the kodashim. So what do we learn from here? The Sifra actually points out. He says, "Minay the bat kohen she said truma." How do we know that this case, the bat kohen that married Yisrael, that she's no longer allowed to eat it, and then she ate truma, right? She did so, or a kohen, right, who ate his friend's truma, right? Could we make them pay an extra fifth? So we say no. The pasuk says, "V'chol zar lo yochal kodesh." Right? Any foreigner can't eat kodesh. Right? So what's this? Yatsu elu she'enam zarim la. This comes to exclude people that are not foreign to teruma. They've eaten teruma in the past. A kohen eats teruma, so if he eats his friend's teruma, he doesn't have to pay the extra fifth. The daughter of a kohen ate teruma at one point of her life. So therefore, even when she marries Yisrael, she's not considered a foreigner, quote unquote, to teruma, and therefore she doesn't pay the extra homesh. Now, umitata bisrefa, right? Her death, meaning what? If she was if she's zanta, right? If she was promiscuous, she slept around, right? She was an eshet ish and she slept around. And she wasn't, let's say, even if she's not married to a Kohen now, even so, the Pasuk says that's specific to the daughter of a Kohen, Ubat ish Kohen ki tehel is not, right? The daughter of a Kohen. Doesn't matter who she marries, doesn't matter if she married a Kohen or if she married Yisrael, right? Her specific punishment, if she sleeps around as an Eshet Ish, is Serefa, as opposed to all other women, which the Mita is in Hinek, right? So over here, she's getting a punishment of burning, which is a more severe punishment than a regular daughter of Israel who slept around, who was promiscuous and slept around, who would get the punishment of Hinek, which is strangulation. Now, let's say she married one of the Pesudim, right? So the one of the Pesudim is, let's say she married a Mamzer, or she married a Mitzri, an Egyptian, or an Edomi, or Ammoni, or Moavi, or she married, let's say she was an Almana, a widow, and she married a Kohen Gadol. You're not allowed to do that either. Or she was a divorcee or a Halutza, and she married a regular Kohen, also not allowed. So all these, she becomes a Halala or a Zonah, depending on the case. Now, all these cases, she's no longer allowed to eat Terumah or Kodashim forever, right? Even when she gets divorced, she has the status of a halala or a zonah, and she's no longer allowed to eat terumah. Now, if she does, she pays the keren and the homesh. Why? According to the Bimeir, mishalim keren ba homesh. Why? According to the Bimeir, because now she's no longer. She's forever going to be a zar. She can no longer ever go back to eating terumah, because she now took on the status of a halala or a zonah. And according to the Bimeir, mitata b'harnek. Right? According to the Bimeir, this woman, right, is like any other woman. She loses her status even, right, as the daughter of a Kohen for all intents and purposes. And now even if she sleeps around, she would get the punishment of Hinek as opposed to Serefa. Now, Chachamim, what do Chachamim say? No, both of these women, right? They would pay the keren, only the keren. Right? They don't pay the homesh, they don't pay the extra fifth. Right? It doesn't matter that she's no longer, ever going to be allowed to go back to eating terumah again. At one point, she was able to eat terumah, and therefore she's not considered a zar to terumah. Right? And as we said, like similar to the first case in the Mishnah, she doesn't pay. Right? She only pays the keren, she doesn't pay the homesh. Umitatam bisrefa. And similarly, also here, even she's still considered the daughter of a Kohen. Even if she goes ahead and she marries out, right? She marries someone inappropriate to her because of her status of a Kohen, of a Bat Kohen. Even so, she holds on to that status of Bat Kohen, and she'll get the more severe punishment of Serefa. And halacha is like Chachamim, not like Rabbi Meir.